Negotiation Day isn't a million years away. It's Rhyme and Reason 671.
There's a rhyme and reason for your life. There's a rhyme and reason why you're...
Hey there, Tony here, and we're going to get right down to negotiations today. Not the usual business negotiations or political negotiations, but the real important negotiations. In particular, one particular negotiation day, which, as I said, isn't a million years away. And I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit about somebody else, a couple of somebody else's. I get regular emails from a guy who knows a thing or two about emails, and he often mentions another guy who the FBI described as the most feared negotiator. So you'd probably want that guy on your team if you had a hostage crisis or a prisoner exchange or some sort of armed standoff maybe, right? Yeah, I'm guessing that kind of negotiation day would go a lot more your way if this guy was on your team. But unfortunately, you can't get this guy on your team at all because he's no longer here in the land of the living. But I read the transcripts of an interview that another guy, this would be a third guy now, another guy did with this fierce negotiator. And one of the questions the interviewer asked was, what are the stages you go through in a tough negotiation? And I'm going to share a little bit of that, what the negotiator, the feared negotiator, said. Number one is you have to have a valid mission and purpose in place. You have to absolutely have a clear vision of your long-term and continuing and long-term task of responsibility. And that's step one, and that step never leaves you. So I'm reading from the transcribed interview. Anyway, in every engagement, in every juncture, you have to have that solidly in place, and you have to own it. It has to be so clear to you that you see it clearly, and the reason you have to have that is it will drive the decisions you make during the next stages of the negotiation. And the second stage is as problems arise or as problems exist in the beginning, they must be dealt with. They must be negotiated. You can't allow an elephant to stay in the room with you while you work through hard negotiations. You got to solve problems day in and day out as they arrive. The third step is you have to clear your mind of any opinions, assumptions, and expectations. All of that's got to go away. That's the thing we teach called blank slate. We've got to blank our minds throughout the negotiation process. Number 4 is we have to pay close attention when the adversaries demonstrate their emotions and their baggage and their expectations. We got to pay close attention to that and note that. We have to have that written down. We have to use that to deal with that, to create vision that solves that. And then next to last, and this is the hardest part, and then he went on and told some other stuff. Well, that all sounds like great advice, and I like to refer to it when I need the info. It's not like my business or daily to-dos make for serious negotiation days, but it's good to be prepared, because you do have to negotiate things in life. But there'll be one negotiation day that none of this fierce negotiator's advice is going to work. None of it. I don't care how fierce and awesome a negotiator he was. There's going to come a day, and it may have already for him, where that's not going to work. None of it. Aha, did you just feel a sharp right turn? Yeah. Well, you can become another one of the world's most feared negotiators, and none of your skills, like the other guy, none of them are going to help you stand in front of life's CEO and chairman of the board. You stand in front of him and negotiate all you want, and it ain't going to work because opinions and assumptions and expectations won't matter. Your clear vision of where you'd like to go, the negotiation to go, won't matter. And not even your amazing problem-solving skills are going to help you. And of course, I'm talking about your judgment day. Your judgment day is going to be that. It's not going to be a negotiation. There won't be any people at the table, and if you can have your vision steady and strong, you have a chance. No, there's no way out of that. And if you're going to do any problem solving and vision building for that day, for your future, do it now. Because the choice you make today, right now, as a matter of fact, would be great if you haven't already. That choice you make can affect your eternal future. And on negotiation day, which is actually judgment day, where you're going to hope that you can negotiate, you won't have to hope you can negotiate if you've already made those position changes right now. Because you're going to have a judge advocate who's going to point at you and say, he's one of mine. And there you'll go. So it's really a big deal. It's not silly. It is real. Judgment Day is coming soon, and no one here will be immune. I hope you take that to heart. I hope it means something to you, or if you'd just like to share it with someone you think it would mean something to, feel free to do so. And there's all kinds of ways of sharing over there at TonyFunderburk.com. And this is Tony, by the way, from that infamous and famous place, TonyFunderburk.com, where there is that ever-present merch tab that if you haven't clicked on, and you know who you are, I'm looking at you right now, go over there and get that t-shirt that says, Life has rhyme and reason, because God made you.
There's a rhyme and reason.